requite with dead men's rattling bones, with reeky shanks and yellow chapless skulls, or bid me go into a new-made grave and hide me with a dead man in his shroud. Things that to hear them told have made me tremble, and I will do it without fear or doubt, to live an unstained wife to my sweet love.
Hold, daughter, go home, be married, give consent to marry Paris. Thursday is tomorrow. Look that thou lie alone. Let not the nurse lie with thee in thy chamber. Being then in bed, of this distilling liquor drink thou all, when presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor. For no pulse shall keep this native progress, but surcease. No warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest. The rose in thy lips and cheeks shall fade to waning ashes, and thy eyes' windows close like death when he shuts up the day of life. Each part, deprived of supple government, shall stuck and stiff and cold, and appear like death. And in this borrowed likeness of shrunk death, thou shalt continue for 42 hours, and then awake, as if from a pleasant sleep. Nap, when the bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse thee from thy bed, thou art dead. Then, as the manner of our country is, uncovered on thy best robes on the bride, thou shalt be borne to the same ancient vault where all the kindreds of the Capulets lie. And against thou sleep shall Romeo, by my letters, know of our drift, and hither shall he come, and he and I will watch thy waking, and that very night shall Romeo bear thee hence to Mantua, and this shall free thee from thy present shame, if no inconstant or womanish fear abate the valor in acting it.
Oh, give me! Tell me not of fear.
Oh, daughter, be strong and prosperous in this resolve. I'll send a friar with speed to Mantua with letters to thy lord.
Love give me strength, and strength shall help afford. Farewell, dear father.
So many guests invite us here are writ. Should be much unfurnished for this time. Nurse, has my daughter gone to Friar Lawrence?
Aye, forsooth.
Well, we may chance to do some good on her. A peevish, self-willed harlotry it is.
I see where she comes from trip with merry look.
How now, headstrong? Where have you been gadding?
Where I have learned me to repent the sin, disobedient opposition to you and your behests, and am enjoined by holy Lawrence to fall prostrate here and beg your pardon. Pardon, I beseech you. Henceforth I am ever ruled by you.
Go and fetch the county. Tell him of this. I'll have this not knit up tomorrow.
I met the youthful lord at Lawrence's cell, and gave him what becometh love I might, not stepping o'er the bounds of modesty.
This is well. This is as should be. Stand up.
I am glad on this. Go and fetch the county. Now before God, this holy reverend friar, our whole city is much bound to him.
Nurse, will you go with me into my closet to help sort such needful ornaments as you think fit to furnish me tomorrow?
No, not till Thursday. There is time enough.
Go, nurse. Go with her. We'll to church tomorrow.
We shall be short in our provisions. Tis now near night.
I will stir about. All will be well, I warrant thee, wife. Go thou, Juliet. Help to deck her up. I'll not to bed tonight. Let me alone. I'll play the housewife for this once. Go. Well, they are all forth. I will walk myself to Paris and prepare him up against tomorrow. My heart is wondrous light, for the same wayward girl is so reclaimed.
in need of many orisons to move the heavens to smile upon my state, which well thou knowest is cross and full of sin.
What, are you busy? Need you my help?
No, madam. We have culled such necessaries as are behooveful for our state tomorrow. So please you let me now be left alone. I am sure you have your hands full all in this so sudden business.
Good night. Get thee to bed and rest if thou hast need.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. I have a faint cold fear that thrills through my veins. It almost freezes up the heat of life. Call them back again to comfort me. Nurse! What should she do here? My dismal scene I needs must act alone. Come, Phile. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? What if it be a poison which the friar subtly hath ministered to have me dead, lest in this marriage he should be dishonored because he married me before to Romeo? I fear it is. And yet methinks it should not, for he has still been tried a holy man. How if, when I am laid into the tomb, I wake before the time that Romeo comes to redeem me? There's a fearful point. Shall I not then be stifled in the vault, to whose foul mouth no healthsome air breathes in, and there die strangled ere my Romeo comes? Or if I live, is it not the very like the horrible conceit of death and night, together with the terror of the place, as in a vault, an ancient receptacle, where for these many hundred years the bones of all my buried ancestors are packed, where bloody Tybalt, yet but green in earth, lies festering in his shroud, where, as they say, at some hours of the night spirits resort? Alack, alack, is it not like that I, so early waking, what with loathsome smells and shrieks like mandrakes torn out of the earth, that living mortals hearing them run mad? Oh, if I wake, shall I not be distraught, environed with all these hideous fears, and madly play with my forefather's joints, and pluck the mangled Tybalt from his shroud, and in this rage with some great kinsman's bone dash out my desperate prey? Oh, look! Methinks I see my cousin's ghost, seeking out Romeo, that did spit his body upon a rapier's point. Oh, stay, Tybalt, stay! Romeo, 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 here's drink. I drink to thee.
Come! Stir! Stir! The second cock hath crowed. The curfew bell hath rung. 'Tis 3 o'clock. Look to the baked meats, good Gord. Spare not the cost. Make haste, make haste. Good faith, 'tis day. The county will be here with music straight, for so he said he would. I hear him near. Nurse! Wife! Nurse! Nurse! Go waken Juliet. Help to trim her up. I'll go and chat with Paris Hyde. Make haste! Make haste! The bridegroom, he has come already. Make haste!
Mistress!